You stay here and enjoy yourself.
But I did not know how to do that. My days in the palace were very lonely. I had no friend in my own age. I would sit in the courtyard twisting wool into thread and listen to the maids talking as they went about their chores. But my days were mostly spent in anticipation of evenings with Odysseus.
Have I told you the secret about this bed?
I love to hear secrets.
This is a very, very special bed. This bedpost here, I whittled it by hand from an olive tree with its roots still in the ground. No one will ever be able to move or displace this bed. If word gets around about the secret of my post, I'll know you've been sleeping with some other man. And then, I'll be very cross indeed. I'll have to chop you into little pieces with my sword.
If Odysseus were proved to have died, might I be open to other offers? The suitors did not appear on the scene right away. For the first 9 or 10 years of Odysseus' absence, we knew where he was. He was at Troy, and we knew he was still alive. So the suitors waited. They waited until hope had dwindled and was flickering out. The suitors started arriving in their droves. First 5 came, then 10, then 50. The more there were, the more were attracted, each fearing to miss out on the perpetual feasting and the marriage lottery. They were like vultures when they spot a dead cow. One drops, then another, until finally every vulture for miles around is tearing up the carcass. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Fair Penelope!
Beauteous Penelope, my knees melt at the sight of you.
Penelope of the divine form, kindest and most sagacious of all women, take pity on me. Royal widow, you owe it to suffering mankind to choose a new king for your consort, and put us out of our miserable suspense.
But Odysseus is alive, and Oracle has said so.
Good evening, ma'am.
Call me Penelope. Let's dispense with formalities. We're amongst friends. Come sit down.
I brought some figs.
My favorite. Lock the door. No one must know we're here. That's enough for tonight. What news do we have on the suitors?
The fat one is getting impatient.
Antinous?
Maybe he suspects something.
Melantho, I need you to distract her.
But how, ma'am?
You'll think of something. Stick close to the suitors. That way we'll always know their plans. You can even say rude and disrespectful things about me, or Telemachus, or even Odysseus himself. That way the illusion will be more convincing. I'm so proud of you girls. You're my most trusted eyes and ears. When Odysseus gets home, he'll be so very, very pleased with you all. For more than 3 years, we picked away at my weaving of the dead of the night. And though we were permanently exhausted, these nights had a touch of festivity amongst them. They were such pleasant girls, full of energy, a little loud and giggly sometimes, as all maids are in you. But it cheered me up to hear them chattering away and to listen to their singing. They had such lovely voices, all of them. We told stories as we worked away at our task of destruction. We shared riddles, we made jokes, we became sisters. In retrospect, I can see that my actions were ill-considered and caused harm. But I was running out of time and becoming desperate, and I had to use every ruse and stratagem at my command. My dearest girl, I'm so sorry. They're pigs, all of them. When Odysseus comes back, I'll make sure he knows everything. I'll tell him the full story, and you'll be rewarded. I'll tell him how you've helped me. I'll tell him you've been like daughters to me.
We've caught you now. Thought you were so clever. Now you must choose.
Come quickly, my child.
Yeah, Cleo, what is it? What happened?
Odysseus, dear sweet Odysseus, he's home at last, and he's slain all the suitors.
The gods be thanked. But when? What time is it? How did this happen? Where are my 12 maids? And Odysseus? I must explain everything to him. How happy?
The maids have been hanged, my lady.
What?
Not all of them.
Which maids? Dear God, which maids did they hang?
Mistress, dear child, he wanted to kill them all. I had to choose some, otherwise they all would have perished.
Which ones?
Only 12.
12?
The ones who've been rude. The ones who used to thumb their noses at me. Melantho of the pretty cheeks and her cronies, that lot. They were notorious whores.
The ones who'd been raped? The most beautiful? The youngest? My eyes and ears among the suitors, my helpers during the long nights of the shroud, my snow white geese, my thrushes, my doves.
The suitors fancied them. They let it go to their heads. It wouldn't have done for King Odysseus to allow such Tartar's girls to serve in the palace. He could never have trusted them. Now come, dear child, your husband is waiting for you.